Yo, what's good, man? Hey, so got another video coming. Today we're gonna be trying out Sky Keys for the very first time. I just started this series where we're doing things for the first time. Basically, I just cracked something open that I've never used before, and I use it in front of y'all, man. This one, honestly, I've been real excited to use. I've been honestly trying to do this all week, but you know, with work and with doing other stuff, I just hadn't been able to do it. It's a day off. I'm gonna crack this plugin open, and then we'll just get right into it. There's a dude that I was watching, K16. Yeah, producer K16, KXVI. That's the dude that I watched that ended up putting me on to this. So we're gonna give it a try. From what I heard, I didn't even hear all that much. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time ever touching the thing. But from what I heard, it really does sound really good. I've been wanting to make beats for a while now, so we're gonna see how this comes out. All right, so we're over at the website, skystudioplugins.com. Looks like it's on sale. I think it's always on sale, if I'm gonna be honest, because on their ad, I know it said it's like $25, but right now it's showing for $40. That's how much I end up getting it for. Over 2,400 synth sounds and other instruments were sampled. Okay, so it's gonna have an effects section. Includes unique effects that have never been implemented into a plugin before. Tone shift, reverse, vibrato, filter, reverb, saturation. Okay, so we might play with that a little bit. Settings, loop, glide allows for tons. Okay, stereo doubler, hand spread, humanize. Okay, you can drag and drop your own one shots into the plugin. It will automatically detect the pitch of the tone and map over the keyboard. That's pretty interesting. So I think I know that I think Scalar too kind of does a similar thing where you can drag a sample in and it'll kind of MIDI it out. Don't need iLock, user manual. I will go ahead and get that. Okay, so in the manual it shows that you have the ability to favorite. That's good. High pass, low pass filters, got the effects like reverb in there. Okay, so if you were to adjust the settings inside of here, there's a lock on there that you can lock to make sure that your settings that you set don't change to that sound's default. So you know, all the sounds, they have their own default settings, default preset. If you press that lock, all those settings that you made, they'll lock in and you will just change the sound and that's it. Okay, cool. I think for the most part, that's just about it, man. I'm really just here for the sounds, man, at the end of the day. Like I said, I've been in a mood to make some beats. So let's go ahead and open up the DAW. All right, so inside of here, I have Sky Keys loaded up. Was able to download and everything just fine. Those are the settings they were talking about, just kind of in the middle. If you want to transpose it up, turn your loops on, change the amount of voices. I'm not going to touch any settings. I'm just going to go through the presets that they have for me in here. And we'll just kind of see where that takes us. As far as a style or a vibe, you know, I don't think I'm really going for anything specific. This week, I will say I've been listening to a lot of Schoolboy Q, been listening to a lot of Isaiah Rashad, J. Cole. So I think I'm kind of more so in that mood right now. I'm not saying this how the beat's gonna turn out. It's heavily gonna depend on how this ends up sounding. But you know what I'm saying, just to give y'all an idea. Okay, how that sounds. That's clean. I like how that brass sounds. I like that. Okay, that's cool. Ooh. Ooh. That's interesting. Hold on. It almost sounds like there's like a snare drum or something. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody on the drum line on some. It legit sounds like there's some undertones in there. And then they just pulled like the note out of it. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if somebody can hear it, but no, I actually liked it. That's gonna be a favorite. Mm. I don't know why it sounded like an explosion just happened, but okay. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Vibes, what is it? These, okay, that's what it is. Now, I don't know if I was hitting the presets before that like legit garner the attention that Sky Keys has, but some of these presets with these little textures and stuff like that, that's really what's going to set it above a lot of other plugins. I'm usually not all that surprised whenever an instrument comes out. Usually by the time I crack it open, I'm like, dang, I already got it. Like I already got Omnisphere. Omnisphere has been the foundation of a lot of sounds for like at least the last decade. So whenever other plugins and VSTs come out, usually it's an Omnisphere sound that they just kind of altered slightly, and it doesn't really, you know, do a whole lot for me. But this, it has some little textures and things about it that actually make it stand out. So I'm gonna cut for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting something cooking. We'll come back and check in to see kind of where we're at. Then I'll probably cut again, fast forward to the end and see what I came up with. All right, bet. Yo, we in the future. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, no, I had to time skip. Back when I first started doing the video, I wasn't even in the vibe anymore. For some reason, everything I was making just wasn't sounding good. So I took a break. I didn't make anything else. I didn't touch Sky Keys again. And then I came back this morning. Sky Keys, as far as a plugin, a VST, an instrument within itself, is good. It's like legit solid. Okay, yeah, so like this right here, something very simple. Like I said earlier, I was kind of been in an Isaiah Rashad type of mood. So I think it still kind of falls on the lines of that. There's some kind of 8-bit, almost like game types of sounds in there, you know, if you think of like Nintendo, stuff like that. But yeah, let me show you what I did with Sky Keys. Okay, so right here, I have one instance of Sky Keys. I am going to make sure that is selected so we can hear that. Okay, so some basic chords, just another layer of that. You get the gist. Next thing, not necessarily a melody, maybe a little bit of a counter melody, I don't know. Okay, I added this right here. Okay, so if I just added in everything I had from Sky Keys, it would sound like this. But like I said, I was already kind of in an Isaiah Rashad type of mood. So as far as the beat, I was going for more of like a straight pattern with a little bit of a bounce to it. Okay, so drums only sounds like this. Something simple. There's also a second 808 in here too. But yeah, as far as other elements, just to kind of tie it together, we can add back in our Sky Keys that we had right here. And I also added this sample right here. But like if you haven't produced before, obviously you want to fill out the soundscape. And after I got done with the Sky Keys plugins, the only thing I felt like I was missing is I feel like I didn't create enough of a body within the song. I added that sample that's down here. So I just pulled that off of Splice. And then there's another instrument I pulled here. This is called State Machine Bit Flip. It's by Cradle Audio. So if you ever heard of the God Particle, if you ever heard of Jason Joshua, this is kind of his whole plugin suite. Bit Flip, I think it is free. I think it still is free, but there's a whole pack of these that they have built and created, and they kind of have different themes with them. I really like Bit Flip. So if you were wanting more of like a Sonic, Mario, Nintendo kind of gamey sound inside your song, then Bit Flip is pretty clutch. Let me show you what I end up doing with it though. Like I said, I was wanting a competing texture. Let me show y'all this with the sample first, actually. And now I'm going to add the Sky Keys back in. That way it doesn't sound like, you don't want everything to sound too cluttered. You want a vocal to be able to go over it. I think some people do add a little too much in the middle, and sometimes the artist doesn't know where to go with it. And a lot of Isaiah Rashad likes to be really open. So his vocal has plenty of range and space to just kind of do whatever he wants. This is kind of along those lines. So this is everything. And then obviously I arranged everything out, so I'm probably going to bounce it down, so I just have it to reference back to. But yeah, man, Sky Keys actually is pretty dope. I think it's a very versatile VST. I think a lot of people are going to be able to get a lot out of it. I think it is more so for, anybody that's wanting to kind of stay more modern. I could see people making songs in the style of The Weeknd, so pop records, R&B records. If you are somebody that really likes like Playboi Carti, Ken Carson, there's a ton of synthy stuff in here, a lot of different flips and skips and repeats and stuff that you can do. So yeah, if you hadn't tried it out, I definitely recommend it. Right now, like I said, it's going for $40. But yeah, man, if you like this video, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. My project, I Stopped Caring, is out right now on all streaming platforms. So go check that out. It's in the link in the description. And I'll see y'all next week.